Hello and welcome. We are live from New Delhi. You're watching DD India, India's voice to the world. This is Sports Buzz. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Coming up in the next half an hour. Ecstatic fans take to the streets to celebrate Spain's victory over England in Euro Cup 2024. La Roja officially become the best ever football team in Europe. Argentina clinch a record 16th Copa America football tournament with a 1-0 extra time victory over Colombia. Lionel Messi in tears. Back-to-back Wimbledon titles for Carlos Alcaraz beats 24-time Grand Slam champion Novak Djokovic in men's singles final. Sachin Tendulkar hails the Spaniard. And after quitting T20Is, Rohit Sharma makes retirement plans clear. Says, "You'll see me playing for a while." All right, we'll start with football Euro Cup. A gripping Euro 2024 ended on Sunday with Spain crowned champions for a record fourth time with goals from Nico Williams and Mikel Oyarzabal, enough to give them a 2-1 win over England. Spain won the European Championship for a record-breaking fourth time, edging one clear of Germany. They have scored the most goals, won all 7 matches, only needing extra time once, and played the best football throughout the tournament. They are the only men's team to win all 7 games at Euros, while pre-tournament favourites France and England were more reactive, preferring to sit deeper and hope for some magic from one of their star players. Spain played on the front foot and beat the best holders Italy, host Germany, France and England. They defeated Germany in Stuttgart and also in France in the semi-final en route to their 4th Euro title. And euphoric fans celebrated Spain's Euro Cup win in Sunday's showpiece for a record 4th title and condemned their opponents to a 2nd straight final defeat. Spain added a 4th title to those won in 1964, 2008 and 2012, as only the 3rd team in the last 9 Euros to win the trophy without coming through a shootout at some point in the tournament. Meanwhile, for England fans, it was yet more disappointment as the country's wait to win a major tournament in men's football continues. DD India's John Beaver was at specially constructed fan park in southwest England for us, where thousands of fans were watching the game on an outdoor big screen.
After losing in the finals of the last European Championship, there was a feeling that this could be England's year, but it wasn't to be. Before kick-off, there was a party-like atmosphere for the 3,000 people at this fan park in southwest England. With England's only victory at a major tournament coming 58 years ago at the World Cup in 1966, the hope was that this could finally be the moment. An early second half Spanish goal silenced the crowd here, but jubilation when England scored an equaliser. But that joy was short-lived as England fell short yet again. Fans soon headed for the exit, bitterly disappointed.
I think England played quite well. Spain were the better team in the end. We've got a youth, and now they're experienced. They've likes of Jude Bellingham, they've experienced the final now. So hopefully next time they'll go all the way.
So the heartbreak of being an England fan continues, as does the long wait for victory at a major tournament for the men's team. They'll regroup ahead of the World Cup in 2 years' time and hope to go one better. Maybe, just maybe, that will be their year. John Beaver in the UK, reporting for DD India.
All right, let's go across to Berlin. DD India's Trent Murray is joining us live from there. And we also have DD India's Narayan Singh is joining us live in the newsroom. Trent, I'll come to you first. Spain winning Euro Cup for the 4th time. Tell us, how are the scenes there in Berlin after Spain's victory?
Oh, well, look, for a little bit of context, where we are right now in the city is where many of the hotels of the German capital are located. And what I can tell you, it is very much the morning after the night before here. You are seeing a lot of fans, I think, with a bit of a sore head this morning. They're drinking water, sports drinks with electrolytes. I think many of them, the party went through the night, but that is what this European tournament is all about for Spain. A huge achievement, now winning this tournament for the 4th time in a row. It means they now have the title for winning it the most in the tournament's history. That electrifying 2-1 win over England certainly electrified the fan groups, but as you can imagine, some disappointment for the English. They were really hoping that last night may have been the night to break that 58-year drought. They have not won this tournament in almost 60 years, as I say. Last night was just not the night. Gareth Southgate saying to lose is incredibly tough.
Trent, stay with us. I'll come back to you. Narayan, a great game we saw yesterday. Spain officially became the best ever football team in Europe and first team to win 4 European titles. By far, you think the best team to win the tournament?
Definitely the kind of football they displayed throughout the tournament. If we take a look, they were in the group of death along with Croatia and Italy, and we can say that it was already difficult for them to come out of that group, because considering the fact that initially it was looking like that Spain is a very young team. They have the players like Nico and Yamal. So before that there was some question, but the way they played throughout the tournament just dominated their opponents. In quarterfinals they have Germany, and after that in semi-finals they played against the France, and it was the match of the tournament. Definitely we can say that beating all the tough teams and coming here and defeating a team like England, and which have the world-class players like Harry Kane, who plays for the Bayern Munich in Bundesliga, and after that Real Madrid star also there. So Phil Foden was there, and we can say that dominating such a star-studded team, kudos to this young Spanish team, the way they played, and we are hoping that they will, we can say that they can replicate the performance of the golden generation of the Spanish team, who won the Euro in 2008 and then World Cup, then again defended the Euro title. So all in all, a fantastic team, hoping that this trend will continue for the Spanish team.
Right, it all started from Xavi, Iniesta, and now they have won again in 2024. Trent, we need to talk about England here. The men's team has now lost back-to-back Euro finals, and this was another painful loss for the team. Tell us about the England fans. Were they furious, disappointed, or they were happy that team made it to the finals?
Yeah, look, I think certainly after the half-time whistle blew and the game recommenced, I think obviously it was 0-0. And then we got that goal from Nico Williams for the Spanish team in the 47th minute, followed by Cole Palmer with laser-like precision equalising at that 73rd minute. That is when you could feel the English team really electrified, excited. They thought they may have just been in this. But of course, it was that Spanish goal in the 86th minute which sealed the fate. I think, look, for many English fans, they've been waiting a long time. And I know many travelled here from England, planes, trains, automobiles. They put a lot of effort to come because they thought they may have just seen a fairy tale win last night. But Gareth Southgate could just not get the Three Lions over the line. So certainly as the game wrapped up last night, I was outside that stadium, many of those fans leaving. They were angry. They had some, well, let's call it colourful language directed towards me as I was reporting on Spain's win. Upset, disappointed. They may just have to wait for the next Euro to see whether they can have another go at all of this. But to get there, I think, is an achievement in itself, because England, they weren't the best team in this tournament. They really had to limp from game to game to secure a spot in the final. I think is an achievement in itself.
Narayan, England men's team, they have now lost back-to-back Euro finals. It was defeated in a penalty shootout by Italy on home soil in the final in 2021. In this edition, what do you think went wrong for Three Lions?
We can say that initially they were not up to the mark. They started their Euro campaign with a win against Serbia, and after that they in the next two matches in the group stage, those two matches ended in a draw, and after that when they played in the knockout stage, we can say that they were grown in the tournament match by match, especially in the semi-final match against Netherlands. The kind of football they played in the first half, especially the full Phil Foden, the way he controlled the match. But thing is that we can say that sometimes it happens that the coach, when the players like the stature of Harry Kane was there. It's difficult for the coach also to replace them, especially considering the fact that Harry Kane was injured towards the end of the season in the Bundesliga with Bayern Munich, and he was not 100% match fit. So this, if the coach Gary Southgate would have gone for the Ollie Watkins in the initial phase of the match, definitely I think it would have been a greater given a best result for this England team. Also, the benching not including the players like Jack Grealish, despite of the fact that he was off colour for the City. But if the players like Jack Grealish would have been there, definitely I think we know the caliber. He's a physically strong player. He could have made the difference.
It's all in the high side, but the truth is that they have lost the Euro Cup final. But Trent, last question before we leave you. A great tournament overall. Fans reaching out to the stadium in big number. But yes, Spain creating history, undefeated in the entire tournament.
Yeah, I mean, what an incredible tournament they had. Completely undefeated throughout all of this. They won every single match. And as we heard there, they really took down some of the heavyweights of European football to get there. Italy, France, Germany, and then last night England. I mean, they have just got so much to celebrate. And they are a really young squad. In many ways, those players made other teams... Well, the young guys looked like veterans almost out there on the pitch compared to some of those other teams. I think for me, a real highlight was that semi-final match against France when 16-year-old Lamine Yamal scored a goal, becoming the youngest ever Euros goal scorer. I should mention, just briefly, it was his birthday on Saturday, just before the match. He turned 17. I would imagine he's very, very happy with the birthday present he got this weekend, a Euros 2024 championship trophy.
Indeed, what a birthday present for him. Thank you, Trent. We'll leave it at that. Thank you, Narayan. In fact, Narayan, you stay with us. We'll talk to you about Copa America win also. But now let's hear what England coach Gareth Southgate and Spain's coach Luis de la Fuente said after the match.
Very proud of the group of players. They couldn't have given me any more. They couldn't have given the country any more. So ultimately, we lost to the better side, and we have to reflect on, how that happened. But it's very clear in my mind the game. As I said, for me the key was possession of the ball tonight, and we didn't have enough control.
Well, right now we are not really aware of what we have done. We will return to Spain tomorrow and we will be able to live this thing with the fans and the love and the warmth they have always given us, because I think we have made history. An idea that I knew my players could implement on the pitch because I knew them really well. We tried to be more unpredictable on the pitch. We tried to play more on our strength. One of our strengths is possession and control of the game. But not only possession, but also we wanted to control the game more dynamic and quicker. More dynamic and quicker transitions, thanks to players that we have that are very fast, with different registers in attack. So we tried to give the team different characteristics.
All right, from Euro to Copa America now. Argentina become back-to-back champions on Monday, clinching their second consecutive Copa America title despite seeing Lionel Messi being substituted off in the second half. The latest title comes on the back of their triumphs at the 2022 World Cup and 2021 Copa America, and gives 8-time Ballon d'Or winner Lionel Messi the perfect send-off in what is likely to be his last international tournament.
Argentina lifted their 16th Copa America title, defeating Colombia in the summit clash in Florida. An extra-time goal from substitute Lautaro Martinez in the 112th minute saw Argentina lay hands on the silverware for second consecutive time after they won the trophy also in 2020. The game, which was delayed by more than an hour after thousands of fans without tickets tried to enter the stadium, was a catchy affair over 90 minutes but opened up in the extra period. Colombia started the match by pressing high up the pitch and made a chance in the 7th minute, but was saved by Argentina goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez. Messi appeared to hurt his ankle in the 36th minute after a collision with an Colombian player, but he got back to his feet after receiving treatment, but he was clearly hampered for the remainder of the half. Colombia went on to the offensive again in the second half, with Arias and Davinson Sanchez coming close to scoring.
Argentina choked up the pressure well but were dealt a blow in the 66th minute when Messi limped off due to an ankle injury. They continued to grow into the contest and had a goal disallowed for offside, but Colombia held on as the match went to extra time. The defending champions continued to push forward in extra time, testing Vargas with a shot from Nicolo Gonzalez before Martinez finally found the breakthrough. Argentina's win ended a record 28-match unbeaten streak for Colombia, whose last defeat also came against Argentina in February 2022. Argentina's latest title comes on the back of their triumphs at the 2022 World Cup and 2021 Copa America, and gives 8 times Ballon d'Or winner Lionel Messi the perfect send-off in what is likely to be his last international tournament. Sports Desk, DD India.
Now let's see how Argentine fans celebrated their team's victory. What a great victory for Argentina. 16th Copa America title for them. Narayan Singh continues to stay with us. Narayan, record 16 Copa America win for Argentina and also stopped Colombia's 28-game unbeaten streak. Argentina deserved to win this match.
And another trophy is definitely a big boost for the Argentine fans, considering the fact that if you talk about this trophy for the Messi, till the age of 34, he don't have any major title. Now, within a span of 3 years, he has 3 major international titles under his belt, 2 Copa America and the World Cup. And we can say that before the tournament, Messi said that he has yet to make a decision on his career, whether he will play the next World Cup or not. And there was speculation that before this match, if today he can also announce that thing. But Angel Di Maria has already announced that he will not play. It will be his last match for his country. But hoping that the football fans don't want Messi to retire, considering his magic on the field. But in this tournament, with the age, it was clearly visible that his power is winning. He was tackled in the first half and hobbled in the second half. When he left the pitch, he was crying. And but the way Argentina won the match in the extra added time of the second half, definitely it was an occasion to remember for not only the Argentine football team but the football fans all across the world.
But Narayan, like you mentioned, Messi was forced to be substituted off the field and was visibly upset also. We were seen crying near the dugout, and the Argentina fans started screaming to cheer up their champion. Can you explain what actually happened there? They were trying to cheer Messi up.
If we talk about Messi, as we know that his presence in the field actually boosts the morals of the remaining team, remaining members. And we know that in the past also, in the previous World Cup, everybody wants to win the World Cup for Messi, and the fans too wants to see him play the full 90 minutes. So whenever actually in the first half when Messi was tackled, he was injured, but the injury got aggravated in the second half. So it was difficult for him to play, and actually he was crying because he want to play the full match for his fans, for his country. He want to be there pitch for this golden moment, and fans, that's why cheering him so that he can go for those more minutes. But we know that injuries are parts and parcel of the game. Nobody has control over it. But finally, the way Martinez, the way he scored the goal for the Argentina, definitely it's we can say that the sealing that win and a golden moment for the Argentine football.
Absolutely, golden moment for Argentina and golden moment for Messi also. All right, Narayan, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for your inputs. Still to come on this edition of Sports Pass. Legendary cricketer Sachin Tendulkar congratulates Spaniard Carlos Alcaraz on winning back-to-back Wimbledon titles.
We just don't bring you the news as it unfolds. We get to the heart of the matter.
We don't just present facts, we demystify complex social, political and economic events.
We break stories that shape the world's present and future because you deserve the truth.
I am Tanvi Taneja from New Delhi.
I'm Ollie Barrett from London.
I'm Nick Harper from Washington, D.C.
Join us on DD India Global Monday to Friday at these times.
Welcome back. You're watching Sports Buzz. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. We'll talk about Wimbledon now. Spain's Carlos Alcaraz on Sunday created history by becoming the 6th player in Open era to win Roland Garros and Wimbledon in the same year. 21-year-old defeated 7-time Wimbledon champion Novak Djokovic in the Wimbledon men's final. Alcaraz beat Djokovic in straight sets 6-2, 6-2 and 7-6. The Spaniard was just too good for one of the greatest tennis players to become the Wimbledon champion once again. Djokovic put up a fight back in the third set and pushed the game to the tie-break, but Alcaraz played one of the best games of his career to claim a clinical win on the centre court. And Alcaraz became the first Spaniard since Rafael Nadal in 2010 to defend his Wimbledon men's singles title on Sunday. Accolades flew in from around the world, and there was a rather special one from India in the form of cricketing great Sachin Tendulkar. This is what he said: "Upse tennis pe ek hi raj karega, wo hai Alcaraz, and from now on there will be only one ruler in tennis, and that is Alcaraz," Tendulkar said in his post on X. He further said, "Winning the Wimbledon finals in straight sets against a world-class opponent is no joke. With that kind of speed, power, placement and energy, it looks like it's going to be advantage Alcaraz in the years to come." Hats off to Djokovic for his grace and the way he has conducted himself in victory and in defeat. For me, that is the hallmark of a true sportsperson. Cricket now. Having retired recently from the T20 internationals, India captain Rohit Sharma has opened up on his playing future in the longer formats too. Rohit led India to the T20 World Cup 2024 title last month. A few hours later, he announced his retirement in the shortest format of the game. During a recent event in Dallas, Rohit was asked about his playing future. While Rohit said that he isn't someone who thinks a lot ahead, the Indian captain insisted that he still has plenty to offer. He said, and I quote him, "I don't go that far ahead, so clearly you will be seeing me play for a while," unquote. And India defeated Zimbabwe in the 5th and final T20 game by 42 runs, clinching the 5-match series 4-1 at Harare on Sunday. Put into bat, India faced early setbacks while batting first, losing openers Yashasvi Jaiswal, Abhishek Sharma and skipper Shubman Gill within the first 5 overs, leaving them in a precarious position at 40 for 3. However, Sanju Samson and Parag's partnership stabilized the innings and laid the foundation for a defendable total. Sanju Samson scored 58, along with Riyan Parag. He stitched a 65-run partnership. Later, Shivam Dube's cameo of 26 helped India post a competitive total of 167. The Indian bowling attack, led by pacer Mukesh Kumar's impressive 4 for 22 and all-rounder Shivam Dube's 2 for 25, successfully restricted Zimbabwe to 125 in 18.3 overs, sealing the win for the visitors. Meanwhile, VVS Lakshman, who served as India's head coach for the 5-match series in T20Is against Zimbabwe, honoured star finisher Rinku Singh with the Fielder of the Series award following their series triumph. India began the post-Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma T20I era by capping off the series with an imposing 42-run win in the 5th match on Sunday. Even without the presence of the stalwart duo, the tradition of handing the Fielder of the Series continued in the new era. And with a nod to the coming Olympic Games, a grand fireworks and drones display around the Eiffel Tower capped Bastille Day celebrations in France on Sunday. The fireworks show also culminated the first day of the Olympic torch relay in Paris, where the cauldron was lit up at the City Hall. Drones lit up the sky, forming figures of Olympians, a discus thrower, a rhythmic gymnast, and a Paralympics fencer. And with 10 days to go for Paris Olympics 2024, we at DD India get up for extensive coverage of Paris Olympics. Watch our exclusive coverage from Paris.
As the world gears up for the biggest sporting extravaganza, Olympics 2024, we at DD India are all set to bring you reports, reactions and all the latest action from Ground Zero. Watch DD India's super exclusive show, Cheer for India, only on DD India from July the 18th at 4 p.m. IST, 10:30 a.m. GMT, Monday to Friday. Get ready to cheer for Indian athletes at the Paris Olympics 2024.
Well, that's all for this edition of DD India Sports Buzz, but do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code on the screen to download now. And we'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Abhishek from all of us here in Delhi. Thanks for watching this Sports Buzz.